Hey guys, how you doing? Right here again. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyosho. Well, today I have a product to talk about. It's made by Scorpion, by Innovative Designs, and it's a Scorpion backup guard. Okay. And what this does is, in the event of a motor going bad, a speed control going bad, or battery going bad, this unit will kick in, and what it is like it says, a backup. It will supply power to your 4 servos. It will not give power to a motor. Only your 3 cyclic servos and your tail servo will work. And what it's meant to do is, hopefully you're in a position where you can auto-rotate, and it will give you the power to power your servos, to get you to the ground, hopefully safely. Before we go any further, let me give you the number for it, so if you want to check it out. Okay, it's capital S, capital C, capital P, dash, capital S, capital C, dash, bug, B-U-G, all in capitals. And another thing before we go any further, you do need a special cable for this. It does look like it has a JST connector. It looks like you can plug it into your basic charger and charge it, but I tried it, it didn't work. I called Innovative Designs. They said there was something kind of weird with the circuitry on this unit, and you need a special cable, it turns out, to charge it properly. And then you could use your own personal charger. But you do need this cable. It's very reasonably priced. It's only about $3.50, so it's not one of those deals where you're paying $29 for a little rubber cable. So they priced it very affordable. I guess they didn't realize this until afterwards, after it was put out. Now I have mounted on both of these. I bought 2 of them. They're $24.95, plus the cable will run you about $30. And like I said, don't get the misconception, this is not something that is going to power your motor so you can fly around in the air if your battery dies, guys. It's a 2-cell 500 milliamp battery. It has an on-off switch, which I'll show you the units when I get that off the pod. When it turns on, there's a solid red light telling you that it's got power. When you see that red light start to flash, that means that the battery is running low and you have to charge it up. It doesn't take long to charge them. It's just a 2-cell battery, guys. I think they're a great little design, a great innovative thing that they made. Hopefully, like I said, you're in a position, where you can auto-rotate safely. If you place them, depending on what kind of helicopter you have, you can, sometimes I got away with placing them in a spot on both of these where I didn't have to buy a servo extension cable. If you have a helicopter where, depending where you're going to place it, you might need one. Those usually come in, I think they come in like sizes 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches, 12 inches, and I believe they even have one longer than that, depending what you have. What you do is you plug these guys. It has a regular connector like you'd find at the end of a servo, and you'll plug that into any empty port you have on your receiver. Or if you're using a fly barless unit, this one has the older style B-Steck, so I'm using a receiver and the B-Steck's unit. This one has the AR7200BX, so it's on this one the guard is plugged directly into the B-Stecks. On this one it's plugged into the receiver part. No brain surgery to put these things in, guys. This helicopter, as always, was a little bit of a head scratcher of where to place it. The T-Rex, as always, was easy. You just placed it on the side of the machine. This one there was limited room because of the big canopy. You really couldn't stick it on the sides, and you couldn't stick it underneath because if the skids break, and the inside of the back here, it really wasn't a level place to sit it either. And you really want it in a position where you don't have to take it off of the helicopter to be able to charge it, guys. Let me get a little drink of water here because it is hot today in New England. It's 90 degrees. And we'll get this off the pod. Okay. And show you where they are placed on these machines. Now, the rule of thumb with these units, guys, you have to turn them on and turn them off at the right times, okay? Now, they say in the manual they're the last to go on and the first to go off. Okay, now the reason being, let me get down here so you can see it. Try not to make anybody dizzy. Okay, now the reason you want it to go on last is because you want your electronic speed control to boot up. And you want to make sure that it boots up and everything is working properly. Okay, and they say they want it to be the first thing to get turned off. Because if you turn it off last, you're not going to know if your speed control is working. So you want to boot this thing up to begin with before your flight. It's the last thing to go on, which means you're going to plug your battery in, everything's going to initialize, and before you go to take off, you're going to hit the little switch here, and you're going to turn it on. And then when you're done flying, you're going to shut that off, and then you're going to disconnect your speed control and all that. You're going to shut it off because you want to make sure this isn't powering your servos. You want to make sure that the speed control and everything is working properly. It has the JST connectors to charge. I put Velcro on the back of this to hold it, and then gently I put a zip tie on there. That's what the unit looks like. The on-off switch is there. You'll see the light solid red. That means it's charged fully. When it starts to blink red, that means you need to charge it up. Innovative Design said it should last for around 30 flights. Now the Goblin, for the Goblin owners out there, mine I put on the top of the tail boom down there. You got the switch on the outside, okay, for easy on off, and then the charger part is down underneath the canopy, which I'm not going to take off because anybody who has a Saab knows what a pain the canopies are to get on and off. But it looks just like this, guys. Okay, it's the same deal. You just want to put it somewhere where you can access it to be charged, because they're going to give you a charge cable that's going to come out, and then you'll be able to hook it to your charger. Okay, and like I said, don't get the misconception these will not power your motor. They're only 2-cell 500 milliamp batteries. They're made for people who know how to auto-rotate. So definitely learn how to auto-rotate. If you don't know how to auto-rotate, do it on a simulator. And this will provide power to all your servos, so you'll be able to have some control of the flight coming down with no motor or no battery or no speed control. Okay, and like I said, they plug right into your Beast X units or your flybarless units or your receivers. I think for the price, for $30, I mean, it's worth it, guys, on an expensive helicopter. And hopefully you're in a position where you can auto-rotate. So, anyways, check them out. If you do get them, make sure you get that cable, the Scorpion backup guard cable with it. It's only $3 and something, like I said, because most the time you're definitely going to need that cable. Okay. I think they said something about if you had a charger that could charge through the balance port, it would work. If you don't have a charger like that, which I think a lot of them aren't, then you do need that cable. So anyways, I thank you for watching, and definitely check these out, guys. And if you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyosho, and happy flying everybody out there.